Tao Te Ching 18. When the great Tao is forgotten, goodness and piety appear. When the body's intelligence declines, cleverness and knowledge step forth. When there is no peace in the family, filial piety begins. When the country falls into chaos, patriotism is born. When the natural order is abandoned, there is kindness and morality. When intelligence and intellect appear, there is great deception. When the six kinships are not in harmony, children show piety to their parents. When nations and families fall into darkness and confusion, there are loyal ministers. So when oneness isn't realized, goodness and piety become objects of desire, something that you strive for, something you have to try to be rather than it being within your own nature. And instead of the oneness, which is supernature, no trying, alignment, and creation happening of itself, or peace happening of itself. So when that's breached, you have deterioration in the body, or breakdown of the body, breakdown of the oneness and the peace in the body, then cleverness and knowledge are going to arise as a result of that. They become fathomable in a physical decline. They're unfathomable in health, in supernature. So when the peace or oneness breaks down, then regulated behavior is born. Because again, when there's no peace in the family, filial piety begins, or like it says, when the six kinships are not in harmony, children show piety to their parents. It's an inner and an outer thing. The six kinships, again, I would look at that more so being like the five elements that are bound by the ether. That'd be the six. That's the six relationships internally. And they externally have their relations to people. Like everything is elemental. So fire, earth, metal, water, wood, and ether in the Eastern outlook, breakdown of the elements. And some people are heavy metal or heavy water, heavy wood. Everybody has a different balance, elemental balances. It's things that we're not taught in elementary school that we should be, but it is what it is. So again, you have a need for patriots because the peace is broken down. So there's no need for a patriot in peacetime. And loyalty becomes a thing when people insist on trying rather than aligning. Again, like it's saying here, that there's going to be loyal ministers when families and nations fall into decay or decline, basically because loyalty can exist now, since betrayal is starting to exist because of the breakdown. The duality and the distinctions in life begin to arise. The separation, the division arises. All the distinctions, again, is labeling this and that, up and down, long and short, and when realizing that they all define each other. Long and short define each other, before and after follow each other, etc. So the more that you break from the oneness of long and short being one, dark and light being one, the more that you break from that, the more that you're going to see compensation, or get lost in the process of things balancing out. You say, oh, this is bad, but you're just at a point in the process where your narrow view is relatively going to give this opinion of being bad, but it's just because the identification and the viewpoint of life is skewed and jaded, and it's not aligned. So the opinion arises, the distinction arises that, oh, this is bad or this is good. So that's 18.